July 19th, Manny Pacman Pacquiao returns to the ring. That was my Bruce Michael Buffer impression. Thought it would be funny. But what's not funny is Pacquiao's going to be 46 when he steps in that ring against rugged Mario Barrios. I don't know if Pacquiao needs the money or he just wants to go out on a win since he lost against Ugas and he retired. He has nothing to prove. He's one of my favorite fighters. They're going to discuss it on the boxing scene, and hater ass Paulie Malignani is going to give his opinion, like he always does. So let's check it out.
Great movie about racing. When you're worried more about crashing than you are winning,
Yeah.
it's over. Pull the car over. Yeah. A lot of what we're talking about is, man, I'm a little concerned. Are you more concerned than excited? I'm very curious.
Well, I'm concerned for sure because even the negativity I've said about Pacquiao, he's still a big name that has done a lot for our sport.
Okay, bro. Negativity. He's talking about this is one of the guys that pushed the whole Pacquiao's on steroids. How else do you explain coming up at 112, not knocking people out, and then knocking people out when he's 154, 147? Which, like, he's a moron. He's never watched the fights in the Philippines. Manny Pacquiao always knocked people out. When he went up in weight, it was an accumulation in TKOs. It wasn't one-hitter quitters. The only one-hitter quitter you saw was against Ricky Hatton. So this guy's, like, full of shit. Like, he should go this hard on Canelo, who's actually popped twice.
And so I don't wish bad on anybody like that, like no matter what my thoughts have been on Pacquiao, it's not somebody I want to see get hurt. It's not somebody that I want to see have a negative light brought to him now at this point. And you mentioned the fact that, when you're more worried about crashing than winning, you're not as good. I don't know if Manny is the type that will ever be more worried about crashing than winning. Yep, Manny's always been a super competitor, and he'll always be one.
He's right. That's the thing. So Pacquiao's never been worried about his offense, and that's why he lost. And he's been knocked out in knockouts against Morales. Now, he didn't get knocked out by Morales, but like Marquez, he's been knocked out when he was in the lighter divisions because he just wants to throw. He's throw.
Worried about winning than crashing, but do you physically have it anymore? And from what you guys are telling me with the Korean guy and what I saw in the Ugas fight, it may not be there no matter how much you're willing to crash in order to go there. And then if you're willing to still crash at this age to go there.
That's the thing. So he trained for Spence, but he got Ugas. Spence pulled out. But what I saw against the Ugas fight is just an old man, an old version of Pacquiao, a shell of his old self. He couldn't pull the trigger. He's right. He was too slow. His feet were too slow. He was just getting outworked by a younger fighter and a more technical fighter. And it was kind of sad to watch. And Thurman, in the Thurman fight where Manny pulled off the victory, it was a hard fight. And that's the first time I've ever seen Pacquiao get tired. I've never seen him get tired. And that would have been the perfect way to just hang the gloves up, but he didn't do that.
You're now going to hurt yourself. Yes. You're gonna, and I don't want to see that, honestly. I don't want to see that. But call me crazy. Because I think Barrios sucks. I think this is intriguing. Like it's intriguing. And
this dude's a fucking hater. Barrios is like rugged, tested, and he's not the worst. I mean, what? I wrote it down. Like he's 29 wins, 18 KOs, 2 losses. His last fight, he's saved the card of the whack-ass Jake Paul, freaking Tyson Fury fixed fight. Mario Barrios isn't bad. And honestly, his right hand is getting sharper and got some more pop on it. And we know that that's the southpaw's kryptonite is a straight right hand. So any 6 foot, he's available to get hit. But we're not talking about the same Pacquiao. I don't think he has energy to do it.
I don't know if that it kind of makes me kind of guilty, you know, like kind of culpable of this, because like dude, I'm gonna watch, dude, and I'm gonna watch and think like, dude, man, just saying, if he starts winning, he still got it.
Champ.
You know?
Still got it.
You just brought up 2 points that I've been thinking about,
Yeah.
actually. Number one, just to speak about Manny and how special he is. Listen, Marquez, that guy right behind you on the wall, he put Manny face down in a fight.
And that was a shootout.
Brutal.
Yeah,
That was a shootout.
Best fight I've ever seen.
But I'm just saying, that moment,
Buffalo
you
Wild
get
Wings.
knocked out like that, guys rarely come back.
I saw that fight, Buffalo Wild Wings. Marquez, Pacquiao's about to finish his man. Marquez put him to sleep, and I literally watched a line of Filipino gentlemen form a line and walk out of Buffalo Wild Wings, and the mariachi music came on. It was great.
Yeah.
You know, willing to put the more word.
And then he beat
crashing.
Thurman after that.
And
Crashing
he
and
beat
winning.
the hell out of Thurman at that. Manny Pacquiao is something different. He's a warrior. I say, I was like, I'm fighting a mini Genghis Khan. That's what I was thinking when I was fighting. There's not guys like him. He's gonna fight. He's a warrior. I don't think he has that mentality like you said, Champ. But that is also what
Manny's the type of individual to go out on his shield, and you're going to have to beat it out of him, and I think that's what's going to happen just because of his age. And Pacquiao and Jones are very similar. They have a style that never made sense. It was pure freaks of nature. And right after Jones got old, like he was getting knocked out, and it was by lower caliber fighters. It's just that he wasn't that guy anymore. It wasn't a freak of nature. He has fundamentals, but he does the unconventional, and that's exactly how Pacquiao is. And that's a young man's style, you know, and he doesn't have that stamina anymore, in my opinion.
makes him so dangerous. Makes
But it makes it dangerous.
so dangerous.
Makes
Makes
it
it
so
so
dangerous,
dangerous,
yeah.
right? Not him. But I'm going to go back and think about the Spence. Remember Spence and Pacquiao were supposed to fight a couple years ago. And I remember being like, nope, Spence is too big. I fought both these guys. Stylistically, he's just too big, too young. And then close to the fight, I'm like, I don't know, man. Manny might be able to pull something out here. Because he is that special.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I'm also going to be culpable because I'm going to sit there as we get close to this fight and be like, hey, man, Manny might do it. Manny
But
might do it.
Here's the thing.
I hope so.
All intents and purposes, I don't know if Manny's got enough left.
Yeah. No,
But
from what he's shown lately.
What draws me in?
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's Manny, but it's also that Mario Barrios sucks. Like
Oh my gosh, bro!
driven by
Why don't you
negativity.
fight him, Paulie?
I love
Why
it.
don't you fight him?
Comments, be like, oh, Paulie, what were you? No, bro. No. All right, bro. I fought all top level guys.
And
beat
you
some,
lost.
some. I was
And you lost.
constantly at a high level.
No,
okay? Don't
and you
even
lost, bro.
Make the comparison. My fundamentals, my speed, my explosiveness is all way
gosh.
higher level than Mario Barrios, bro. It's not even a comparison.
Paulie's very delusional. I like his commentary because like he's a fucking clown. He knows his stuff, but he can't get past his own bias. He sucked. Pillow hands.
And I fought in a way deeper division when I was champion in the two divisions I was in. Way deeper. It's not even a comparison. All right? For skill, for comparison of level of competition, for everything.
Oh, man.
And the
This
wins
guy
that I
got
had,
to
mind
get
you. Second of all, again, like I was going back to what I was saying, first of all, before I got myself lost on my own resume. Sorry, guys.
He does that.
Anyway, this guy's a fake ass Sopranos. I mean, this dude lost he got cracked and dropped by McGregor in sparring by MMA fighter. I know, like, oh, MMA boxing, but the thing is, when you're a boxer, you have hundreds of ways to inflict pain with two hands. 100 different ways. MMA, that's why you see Jake Paul knock out these MMA fighters because they're focused on a lot of things. They're a master of many things. 8 limbs, but boxing's a completely different sport, and he got dropped. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
It's the coffee that I just had. The espresso from Donnie.
You suck.
But It's part of it is that, you know, like it's if it was a strong welterweight, like I said at the top of the show, I don't think we'd see Manny in this situation.
No,
He wouldn't come back.
Well, the
He's
reason
his
Manny
moment.
disappeared was because the top of the division was Crawford.
He's picking his moment.
Okay. See, it's true. I'm gonna end it there. But the thing is, it's true because Mario Barrios isn't the best, but he has the bout and he's available to get hit. He's tailor made for Pacquiao. The old Pacquiao though would chew him up. I don't think so. I think Pacquiao's gonna lose. I think it's gonna catch up to him. I think it's gonna it might be a stoppage. He might get dropped by Mario Barrios because Mario Barrios has been proven to show this. He has a sniper right hand now, and he has some speed on it. But he's available to get hit. We'll see what happens. Cross our fingers that Manny's safe.